I can't believe it.
I won the NT100
but it's
lottery.
Exactly in this unfortunate
Before the
month,
end of the world, a
in my
severe
past
cold
life,
has arrived.
I only knew how to spend money
I'm
on
always
shopping
cruising
without
around in
restraint.
luxurious cars
You
every
really
day.
have to call luxury fashion a pile of stuff.
Immediately after the apocalypse descended,
Price increases are going crazy. Luxury items turned into a pile of junk.
Back then, NT100 could only buy
I
a
couldn't
pack
hold
of
on for
children's
even a month
shrimp
before I
noodles.
died.
Before dying,
What I see before me is an endless expanse of white
and
snow.
yet, in the
It's
blink of
turned
an
into
eye,
a real estate office
warm
again.
and far away.
The cold,
Bone-chilling cold from the tip of my fingers to my heart.
My head still hurts like a splitting headache.
Instinctively, I grab the tall person next to me. I never expected to be pushed into a dangerous situation by that guy.
Did TUVA finally buy it or not?
I looked up at the sound of the voice, and it caught my eye.
It's a look of utter disgust.
The marrow of a man. It's a Korean period. The guy I've been chasing like a fool for long years. After knowing that I won the lottery, he made me buy a villa as a gift. Pay all at once.
To be with him,
I really did that. After moving in together, I'm just living the life of a servant. Nothing
And then,
more, when the
nothing
apocalypse
less.
He coaxed me to look for supplies, knowing that I couldn't find anything. He didn't even
I
bother
don't care
to
that
open
I'm
the
stuck
door right in front of my
The
house.
terrible
cold of the apocalypse. I've experienced enough to live another life. I absolutely cannot waste it like I did
definitely
in my
have to go
previous
crazy
life and stock
build
up
a
on
safe
goods
base,
and survive this harsh cold. After regaining consciousness, I stood up and asked the salesperson, "Is there any villa that's quite affordable and not too far from the city
employee
centre?"
politely
smiled and said,
"There are only
high-end
high-end
villa projects here." After she finished speaking, she didn't even
I
bother
didn't
to pay
argue
attention
and just
to me
got up and
anymore.
left.
If TUVA doesn't buy, then don't pretend
I'm
to be
so
someone else
embarrassed,
anymore.
I could
Kayan
die.
grabbed my hand. I forcefully pushed his hand away.
If I don't buy a house for you, would you feel
So
embarrassed?
why didn't you feel ashamed when you were a freeloader? You're asking Van to buy it for me, right? But I didn't ask for it at all. Then I won't buy it anymore. You can leave now. After saying that, I ignored him and took a taxi home. Go downstairs. I forgot to pick up some items that have been
Just grab
shipped
it
and take it with you. As soon as I got home, I just laid down
Remembering
on the
my
sofa. Past life, I still feel used. There's only 1 month left
We
until
need to
the
choose
end
a
of the
safe
world.
base
as soon as possible. Don't think too much. I started calculating the location for building
city
a base.
has an
unacceptably high population
The
countryside
countryside
is indeed remote,
but the population
and is also not
The houses
small. in the village are very close
Buying
to
it
each
again
other. Isn't safe either. It has to be both affordable and spacious. The farm seems to be the best choice. Not only is it far from the city, but it's also possible
really
to
a
raise
great
more
place for
cows
me.
and buffaloes.
He said,
"Let me drive you to see some farms." But I'm not very satisfied. Just at the moment, I'm making a choice. A man knows that I'm looking to buy land. Initiate to get close to me. Does your sister have a cow farm? My eyes lit up. I immediately went with this man to that place. He said the journey is tough and bumpy. Almost all four sides are surrounded by mountains. The farm is more than 1,600 square meters we are very satisfied. After a while of back and forth bargaining, I bought this farm for 2 million NT6. The man from Kia is afraid. He immediately took me to do the transfer procedure on the same day. Everything is going extremely smoothly. When I get home, I treat myself to a sumptuous meal. Finish everything. I'm feeling extremely comfortable. My mind also becomes clearer. Many farms are quite primitive. Although I don't know how to renovate, but because we have money. So let's leave these things to the professionals. After that, the next day, I immediately looked for a designer. Spend money. My request is to design a solution to keep warm, on par with the Antarctic research stations. According to that construction method, I want to transform my farm, become an impregnable fortress. The designer promised to deliver the drawings 3 days later. Meanwhile, I also can't sit still. I rented a big truck. Buy spare batteries and chargers. Need to boil rice flour, seeds, and other ingredients. Then hire someone again. Transport all these things to the farm. After receiving the design, I finalized the contract with the construction company
them to finish
it within a month. When the project starts, I immediately called my parents in the countryside. I said I miss them and want them to come visit me here. The next night, I was able to pick up my parents. After careful consideration, I have nothing to hide. Tell them about how I was reincarnated and the end of the cold world is about to come. My parents think I'm not joking. Immediately started thinking deeply. Do my parents believe in me? Dad is my dad, whether I'm lying or not. Dad can tell just by looking at me. My daughter, you've already suffered enough. My eyes are also a bit teary. The feeling of being frozen to death in my previous life. It still haunts me to this day, but I don't have time to grieve. I presented the livestock fortress plan to them, then showed Dad the list of supplies that need to be bought. My father frowned at me and then spoke seriously. We have to make a new list. I took my parents to my newly purchased farm. According to Dad's suggestion, we have compiled a new list. 500 bags of rice, 500
household
bags of flour,
items,
and various livestock,
dried grass,
feeds, and so on. And
I'm also
clouds
going
and
to build
so
a bigger
on,
warehouse,
specially used to store livestock feed.
according to my father's request.
The construction company has been digging
A
in the
super
corner
large
of the house
underground
shelter. Because when it's extremely cold, living on the ground is impossible. After I transferred an additional NT10, the construction team promises to increase
Finish
manpower.
the
project as soon as possible. Dig a well and expand the warehouse. Building a shelter. Building a greenhouse in just a few days. The farm has undergone significant changes. We also can't sit still. Transporting hay and feed for livestock
to the
day
farm.
and night. This also made some workers curious. Boss, why is everyone taking so many measures
But there's
to
really
keep warm?
no need to hoard
Many
ordinary
food
livestock.
So my dad said something through the loudspeaker. Prepare for the future expansion. But keep saving in advance just to be sure. Several workers nodded and continued to work. That day, received a call from an uninvited guest. Please transfer NT 100 0
I will
to me.
allow
You to pursue me one more time because I turned on the external speaker. So my parents also heard what Han said. They listened but were so confused. You're still not awake, aren't you? I replied. Don't think I don't know what you're planning. Isn't it because you want to be with me? Just give me half of that money. I will agree to let you pursue it. Where did you get your confidence from? But I think I'm worth that much money. I'm hanging up the phone. I don't want to say another unnecessary word to him. The end of the world is coming soon. The grudge from our previous life is still vividly in front of our eyes. The scene of the raging wind and screaming again appeared. If it weren't for him, how could I die so quickly? Until the 7th day. Thanks to the workers who work continuously 24 hours a day. The shelter has been completed. The exterior of the livestock fortress is also finished. The warehouse is filled with dried grass. We roughly estimate that there must be 50,000 kilograms of grass to move all the supplies inside. Under the ground. The pigs, cows, and sheep that we ordered. Other households have also been carefully relocated to the shelter. If it weren't for necessity, we will never slaughter livestock. Anyway, they are still a resource. Infinite regeneration. There's only 1 week left until the end of the world. There are still some places on the ground that can be utilized. We decided to go out. The last trip to buy supplies. On the way back, we passed by a dog meat shop. There is a small dog chained up in front of the shop. Dirty all over. AA also knows what its future holds. Because I can't bear two, so I gave the boss NT2, 0, and took it away. The dog is very smart. Maybe they know we've saved it. So keep wagging your tail and sticking close to me. There's a new member in the family. We turned the car around and drove straight to the veterinary hospital. Let it get a comprehensive health checkup. Then taking her to take a shower and clean up. Then we went to 3 pet stores. Spend money generously. Buy all the food for the dog. And just for new dog supplies. It was already 9 p.m. when we got back to the fortress. After today, scope. Our activities will only be confined to the fortress. I've been here for 5 days. The abnormal weather signs before the apocalypse. It's gradually becoming clear. First of all, the snowfall in April has stirred up public opinion. There are also people posting on the internet warning about extreme apocalyptic weather. Some people are starting to hoard goods. Buy a warm vest. The price of winter supplies has skyrocketed immediately. But the temperature has just dropped for a few days. Suddenly increased unreasonably. The average temperature across the country has risen to 45 degrees Celsius, even exceeding the threshold of 55 to 60 degrees. You can feel the heat even when you're out on the street. People who stocked up on winter supplies earlier are dumbfounded. Winter items such as life jackets, wool blankets. The price of heat-retaining patches is dropping rapidly. Meanwhile, the price of cold drinks has skyrocketed. The temperature across the country has suddenly increased, entering a state of emergency that restricts traffic one after another. There are even places on Road 01 where there are no cars at all. The people of the whole country because of this terrible heat wave. We are a family of 3. Then it's like a bird in a cozy shelter, warm in winter and cool in summer, and grilled meat at the same time. Just enjoying browsing my phone and watching movies. The heat lasted for a week. The temperature finally went down, just when everyone breathed a sigh of relief. Then a huge, unexpected rainstorm suddenly hit. It's finally here. Looking at the raindrops as big as hail in the sky, falling down with a loud bang. My heart is heavy. It's after this rain. An extreme cold will come, and the apocalypse will officially begin. Thinking about the people who have passed away previous life. After considering, I still decided to write a long post on the internet about the cold and the ice age. Hopefully, summer I can read this article. We can try to survive. Also, on that day, I received a call from an unknown number. I'm doubting whether to answer the call. Do you already know about these phenomena? This extreme weather is not. I heard the helpless groaning of Kay-hun on the other end of the line. Give me the phone a bit. What are you saying? I don't know anything at all. Don't pretend. She asked that day. Does the sales office have any secluded villas? I've seen something. You're wrong. Why do you, who are so wealthy, have to humble yourself and look for that place? Everything is connected to each other. So why am I laughing coldly? Speak less nonsense.
A friend of mine just posted a status update.
They have received the notification in advance.
I'm getting ready to go to Africa to escape the cold.
Don't you dare try to fool me, even though I don't know where you are. But I have information about Miss Thien Tylene Min. Even AI people are also quite innocent. She also doesn't want me to expose this matter.
Do you want everyone to pay attention to you?
I'm quiet. And my parents and I look at each other.
My father nodded. I immediately understood my father's intention of pretending to be scared.
Please don't say it out loud.
I originally wanted to live with you in this house. I just want to give you a surprise. Who told you that I was so cold to you before? You should come here tomorrow. That's the right thing to do. In the end of the world, we rely on each other. I will also treat you well. Answer the phone. My expression immediately became unpleasant.
My dad is so angry.
What the hell are you dealing with? I'm so scared of this guy that I don't dare to say a single word.
Why are you scolding that girl?
My daughter is already quite silly.
Don't scare
my mother about my father's hand. What should we do now? Are you really letting him come?
We can't let him come.
If it gets exposed, it will be very troublesome.
We're not afraid of people coming.
But if the government forcibly uses supplies...
So why should I unblock Han and send him my location?
That night, none of us in my family could sleep well.
I just hope this rainstorm will get even heavier.
The next day,
the rain feels like it's answering my prayers.
Not only didn't it decrease,
dark clouds covered the entire sky.
The wind is howling and screaming.
Rainwater is like the wrath of nature.
A lot of guns. The rain is very heavy.
The anxious mood of our whole family is also gradually
easing. The road to the mountain
has
definitely been flooded, whether it's Han or any other AI. I also can't get to the farm. Now, we consider ourselves to be completely isolated from the city. As soon as you mentioned Tao Bao, he immediately comes to mind. Sent a message, making my just relaxed heart hang upside down again. You've already climbed to the halfway point of the mountain. Kayan estimates the time very accurately.
About half an hour later,
he criticized you for coming here, even though you look so pathetic. But when he saw me, he still gave me a glare that made my face burn. What are you looking at that's so exciting? My parents have run away. I haven't faced him for a while. I led him into the farm's cow shed. Looking at Kay-hun's disgusting face, I'm trying to suppress my emotions. Say, we'll live here together in the future. Why are you making me stay here? Kay-hun looked down at the ground and saw only a blanket.
Livestock.
Sometimes I shout around. The disgusting look here is so warm. You can stay here. I'll be fine in the warehouse outside. After saying that, I turned around and went outside.
Han grabbed my hand.
Where are you? I'm too shy to go outside. The temporary four-story house that the workers built for rest.
He rolled his eyes
and immediately changed his attitude. TUV, let me stay there. You just have to put up with it a bit in this house. I'm secretly happy, just waiting for this sentence from him. Then, I led him to the four-story house. We have already prepared some supplies at home. It's just to coax Han out, so he won't go crazy before the end of the world comes. The fourth-class house is quite simply decorated. But it's quite warm on rainy and stormy days. He looked at the clean house and then looked at the pile of supplies. Not in satisfaction. I'm going to help Kay-hun take off his jacket. By the way, I stole his phone, but he revealed a disgusting look in his eyes. Stay away from you. You always smell so bad. My heart sank, and I quietly returned to the fortress. My parents were already waiting at the door. I can't get his phone. It's okay. He's hiding here alone right now. I definitely won't reveal the address. After hearing Dad's analysis, both Mom and I feel much more at ease. We locked the big door. High-level anti-theft door. If you don't open it from the inside, you'll never be able to enter this lifetime of Han. After finishing everything, we hid in the bunker. The rain is still pouring down non-stop, but our hearts are incredibly peaceful. A debt to the Han dynasty in a previous life. I will definitely make him pay back 100-fold. I don't know if my parents are safe. That's also my biggest regret. In this life, I must be with my parents. Survive through this ice age apocalypse. I scroll through my phone before going to bed. News about rain and storms spreading all over the place. Some cities are experiencing severe flooding. All the cars on the road are floating on the surface of the water. And I know this rainstorm will last for another half a month. Half a month later, what we have to face now is the real extreme cold. The next morning, the rain became increasingly intense. I went to Kay-hun's room and knocked on the door. He opened the door and said annoyingly, "What are you doing?" "I'm hungry. Please give me a box of homemade rice." I'm rubbing my belly that's just been stuffed full of food. What a disgusting look on his face. Then he pushed me and I fell down. Fuck off. Don't come knocking on my door if you have nothing to do in the door later. Go eat grass with the cows and goats. Isn't there still chicken? Isn't it obvious that there's food if it's laying eggs? Before I could respond, Kay-hun had already slammed the door shut. I sneaked back to the fortress. My father hurriedly gave me a heating bag. Can our daughter just ignore it? No, Dad, I won't ask him for food. He will be suspicious. Wait for him to finish eating all the stored food. Even the end of the world is coming. At that time, we didn't need to be afraid of his threats anymore. It's been 2 weeks without losing the forest trail. Every day, I go to the door of the Korean study room. At first, he still responded to a few questions. He also didn't want to speak up. After waking up, I looked out the window.
The sky is unusually red today. The rain tends to fade gradually. The internet is still working normally. Many buildings in the city have been submerged by water. Go all the way to the third floor. A day after the rain has completely stopped. People desperately realize the sunlight is not shining down on the ground at all. It started to snow lightly on Tuesday. Immediately after that, the snow kept getting heavier. It's snowing heavily like goose feathers. The ice age has come to an end. In the night, the wind is howling and screaming. The tree branches are shaking violently. Like the withered hands of a monster. Reach out to the vibrant red sky. Transfer the pain of despair. The next day, snow covered a layer of shoes. My mother is milking a part of cow's milk in the barn. Boil it for the three of us. Each of us will have a glass. Although I've seen the iceberg. But there are conditions. We still have to pay attention to our health. After several days, there's still no sign of the snow stopping. At this moment, I died of cold in my previous life. Luckily, everything can be done again. Tuvia, open the door. I knew you're still alive. Through my double iron door, a weak voice echoed in the farm. Through the surveillance camera in front of the door, I see the pathetic figure of Hun. At this moment, he is crossing his arms. Your face is pale because of the cold, and because you don't have a jacket. The cold made him shiver uncontrollably. I'm going outside. It's so stinky in here. You're not suitable for me. Tuvia, stop talking nonsense. Let me in, please. I know where you have supplies. I've already seen your house is on fire. I laughed out loud. You didn't even give me the supplies before. What makes you think I'm going to let you in now? Do you believe I'm going to break this door? I turned around to close the second door. Ignore the frantic banging on the door from Kei-hun. Our farm is quite soundproof. He's knocking on the door so hard. We won't be bothered either. Then just let him hit it. Hit a few more. The more you give your all, the better it is. After a while, Kei-hun just gave up and left. It's freezing cold outside. A person who only wears VC clothes like him. How can I endure this for so long? Just like that, for days have passed. Kei-hun comes to knock on the door every day and then quickly come back. The outdoor temperature is nearly minus 40 degrees. The cold is so unbearable. Little Via, let me in, please. Why don't you want to be with me? Actually, the person I love the most is my sister. She's so cold. I also can't bear to see you out here all alone. I'm wearing a thick, bulky sweater and I haven't had a chance to enjoy the Hun period yet. Freezing cold water mixed with fresh cow dung. Just bluntly tell him to his face. Tuvia, you're so lucky to have my parents fully equipped for you. Holding two things at once and standing next to it. I've been scared that I can't for a long time. My father's gloomy face looks really scary. Hun is completely disheveled. Water on the body encounters cold air and snow. Quickly freeze it. He noticed that my parents looked much weaker. I'm Tiuvu's boyfriend. We have some disagreements. Two people can't be as reckless as she is. But you can't kick me out. My mother looked at him as if he were an idiot. We've been here for several days now. You not only didn't give my daughter supplies, and also chase it out. We are in this fortress, and we can see everything clearly. After speaking, my mother slammed the door shut. The Hun numbed outside. Maybe it's because my parents are here, so I don't dare to knock on the door anymore. Go back to the house on the four sides. Life is very fulfilling. Our family has to clean every morning. Milking cows, collecting chicken and duck eggs. Time has passed so quickly. Another week has gone by. The temperature also dropped sharply to minus 50 degrees. Hun isn't coming this week. I even doubt whether he's already dead or not. Think for a while. My father and I arrived at the door of the Korean room. Push the door and enter. I found him lying motionless on the bed. My eyes are so tired. The culprit made me freeze to death in my previous life. I'm also going to die of cold in this life. I took Kei-hun's phone. Go back to the shelter with my dad. After fully charging the phone's battery. I want to see it before I die. Did he reveal any information about the farm? Open the phone. I checked his friend circle, group of friends, and chat history. He also boasted about his situation. But don't disclose the farm's address. I breathed a sigh of relief. Time quickly passes by in a month. The temperature has dropped below minus 60 degrees. Many people don't have food. Start looting supplies everywhere. Some people even bring their landlords along. Take the Dawn character as a reserve item. The end of the world has come. And humanity has completely collapsed. Our family is huddled in the shelter, watching news on the phone. Feel lucky for being in a remote place. Leave the hustle and bustle of this city, but I can live peacefully. 2 more days have passed. There are a lot of people appearing in the surveillance camera. Is the man who sold his farm to me. Besides him, there is also a woman carrying a child. I'm crying non-stop. Is there anyone? Please save us. Look at this kid. My mother, and I can't bear to look at my father. My father spoke in a deep voice. In the end times, people's hearts are unpredictable. How do we know if they are wolves in sheep's clothing? To be sure, let's not accept them. My mother and I were just about to nod. Then the child's cry suddenly became louder. The farm owner couple outside, together with others, we all kneeled down. Screamed for help. I really can't bear to ask my dad. Maybe we should take that child in too. We certainly can't take care of other people. An extra mouth to feed. It's not a problem for us either. My mother also nodded. My father looked at us with a resentful gaze. I can't become steel anymore. That's what the two of you think. Thanks to my persistence and my mother's, my father finally had to give in. I carefully opened a small window in the classroom, the first anti-theft door. Go outside. We also don't have much supplies. Sorry to everyone. I can't let everyone in, but I can take this child in. An innocent child. We are willing to take care of it. The farm owners' faces are radiant with joy. We exchanged glances and nodded hurriedly. Yes, that's right. We can live a few fewer years. It's okay. What's important is the child. Then everyone, step back. Just let your family stand in the front. Then, I opened the door to welcome the child in. The farm owner took 2 steps back. Have a few conversations with other people. They use a gloomy gaze. Take a quick look at the farm and then quietly back away. As soon as I lost my vigilance, open a small door to reach out and welcome the baby. Then, the farmer's original gentle face instantly turned into a ruthless killer. He grabbed my hand and dragged me outside. I didn't even have a chance to shout out. Then, a sharp blade was suddenly pressed against my neck. What do you want to do? My parents screamed in horror. What are you doing? Open the door for us. If it's not your daughter, you're going to have to die with us, buddy. The owner of the page is speaking aggressively. At this moment, I feel extremely regretful. I knew I should have listened to my father. What's the point of having humanity in the end of the world? I've watched a lot of Shu Ti-Mung movies. Yet, I still made this mistake because of a child. Other people have also gathered around. My parents have no other choice. I have to open the door for these people. At this moment, the man in charge spoke in a fierce tone. Let's go find supplies together. We've been hungry for several days already. The 3 of us exchanged glances with each other. Guide them into the house. When arriving at the kitchen area, these people see some food. He immediately rushed into the fight in a frantic manner. We are dragging the child along. Quickly run down to the underground shelter. My father is quick. Lock the passage between the shelter and the ground. This is also the smart system that my father, here, we have decided to install. It's to prevent this situation from happening. Actually, there's not much in the way of supplies on the ground because it's too cold up there. We only have a little bread in the kitchen. After the extremely cold weather, our whole family has already moved down to the shelter to stay. And then, after those people finish fighting over the food, just discovered that we've disappeared. After a while of searching, they discovered the entrance to the bunker. They tried to open it, but it was useless. After a while of struggling, they were all exhausted. Some people find a place to store dry grass. Apply it to your body and then fall asleep. The 3 of us looked at each other and laughed. When renovating the farm, we have installed a smart heat retention system. The temperature of each room can be controlled separately. My father saw that they were already fast asleep. Turn off the heating system. It's 70 degrees outside. These people have disappeared right in their sleep. This child, it's said that this couple received it on the street. The initial purpose was to stimulate our compassion. The next day, people on the ground have lost their lives. We'll deal with it a few days later. This book has regained its home. I'm also very happy. The 3 of us, along with a child and a dog, back to life as it was before. The cold still hasn't ended, but just having parents by our side is enough. Every day is a happy day. I believe the sun will definitely rise again, even if it's the end of the world. One day, it will still pass. If everyone thinks it's good after watching, please give a like and a subscribe. Thank you everyone for watching all of the Don't forget to leave a comment for everyone to read.